Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, heavyweights, we're talking about concussion, right? It's heavyweights now. The juggernaut, Joyce, right? He's doing something commendable right now. You know, he got beat by Zhilei, that southpaw, big 40-year-old Chinese guy, dangerous. So he fought him, and he didn't have to. He was number one mandatory. My man was number two. Commendable that he took that fight, right? And here are the boxing fans, so-called fans, who always crying about fights and fighters don't want to fight him. He fought the guy, lost to him because his eye got hit 1,000 times with that straight left hand from Shane, and then he was smashed. He was trashed in the media and by so-called fans for taking the fight. Why'd you take a risky fight? Fans don't know what the hell they want. He took a risky fight because that's who the juggernaut is. Good for him, and nothing but props for it. You lost the damn fight. That's all right, but he still stood in there like a juggernaut will, because juggernaut could take some punishment. You had to do something to that eye, baby, for him to give up. So, yeah. So what happens? You have a rematch clause because you was number one. You had a rematch clause. A lot of people tell him he shouldn't take that rematch. Man, you better do something else before you take that rematch. Now, Shane didn't look like he was accidentally hitting you in the eye with that left hand, right? But he took the rematch. Shane was going to probably get a chance to fight Tyson Fury, which I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury wasn't going to do. It was going to be some kind of shenanigans. If Tyson Fury ain't going to fight a 6'3", 210-pound guy, Alexander Usyk, he definitely ain't going to fight no 6'7", 8", 260, 70-pound dude who got some confidence and ain't scared of him. So I don't know how that's going to work. But anyway, my man Joyce has taken the rematch. They're going to fight in September, right? Now, I'm thinking it's commendable to do so. But I've been around long enough to know that's really, really dangerous to your career. I'm going to tell you something. It's a guy named David Price. David Price's trajectory could have been exactly the same as Tyson Fury's. They were on course to fight. They was about to fight. And what happened? Right? My man had about, I forget how many wins he had, but let's say, I'm just going to say about 16 to 18 wins, right? Like 13 to 14 by KO. David Price, hard hitting, big 6'7", or is it 6'9", I think, chiseled, bad. I'm knocking, the one knocked Joshua out in sparring and stuff. David Price, he had it going on. I think he beat Tyson Fury in the amateurs. All that good stuff, right? So him and Tyson Fury was on a collision course. What'd he do? He take a fight against Tony Thompson, short notice, right? Trying to get ready for Tyson Fury. What happened? Tony Thompson went over there to England and clipped him, knocked him out. My man got up on wobbly legs and everything, counted out, boom, rematch clause. That was lucky, Tony Thompson, right? So they rematched Tony Thompson. Thompson went over there again, knocked him out again. What happened? David Price was never the same, considered chinny, and never the same, and, kept losing fights. I think David Price did well against Povetkin. He almost had Povetkin out of there, and then Povetkin got him. Because once you get chinny, right, and people know that, then they just feel like, well, if I can just stay in here, even if it hurts me, if I can stay in here, I'm going to get him eventually. And that's what Anthony Joshua's going through right now. Whoever he fights feels like, well, I can get him eventually. And that's what he's going through. But the point is, David Price did that, violently taking Tony Thompson fight, thinking it's on short notice, and Tony Thompson is dangerous, and then, boom, never got the Tyson Fury fight. You see what I'm saying? Let's hope that the juggernaut ain't doing the same thing by messing around with Shang again. You see what I'm saying? Let's see what happens, man. All the best to Juggernaut, because Juggernaut is the kind of fighter that, most people say that they like. Somebody going to come forward, bring the action, take some punches to give some punches. And if you say that, stop being a hypocrite, then you should like the Juggernaut. It ain't nothing we should have against him. At least he's giving us the fights that we want. He's trying to take the fights we want, fighting the way we want. There's really nothing to complain about when it comes to Joyce. Let's see. Wish him all the best against Zhilei. But Zhilei, on the other hand, is 40 years old. I'm wishing him the best, too. So may the best man win this one. I'm just hoping that your boy Joyce don't do the same thing that I seen David Price do. You feeling me? Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.